first I will ask you about what is anthropometry.
I think anthropometry is a study about behavior.
Behavior?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone else time to answer? You can Google it. Just use your phone.
Anthropometry is a scientific measurement of the body, of human body, encompassing the dimension, proportion, and composition.
Yes. So we have to measure the body dimension, size, shape, and so on. Definition of anthropometry. Anthropos is human and metron is measure. So anthropometry is study of human having to do with measurement of the human body to determine differences in races, individual or other. Anthropometry is a science that deals with the measurement of size, weight, and proportion of the human body. It is empirical, experimentally derived in nature and has developed quantitative methods to measure various physical dimensions. So, why this subtopic is important for us, important for studying ergonomy?
Because if we measure the human body, we can look for how to make, maybe for example we make a chair, right? Like how to measure if the human take a seat in the chair, it will be fit perfectly and it's comfortable.
Yeah. What is it? The main point of the studying anthropometry in economics is when we want to design a product, we have to consider the human body dimension. For example, when we want to design a mobile phone, sometimes we have to measure our palm, our arm, and comfortable when we use the mobile phone or the mouse. Chairs. Every product right now is considered the ergonomics design or ergonomics field to design the product. Because we have the diversity in the human body. Short, tall, fat, thin, slim, disability, or a normal person is different. We use different products to make our life easier. So factors affecting anthropometry data. First is age. We want to design a product for kids, for teenage, adolescent people, or elder people. It's different. Sex. have different dimension. We have different, what's that? Not just dimension, yeah, the proportion. Even in a military position or profession is different with the civil people. So we have different anthropometry and different product to use. Next is jobs. Jobs, like I already said to you before, military or somebody in mining. When he or they works in mining, it's different. Body position. Sometimes it's related to habit, like you already sit like this or watch television like this or lying in your bed like this. You don't use your body properly or you don't sit properly, it's get an effect to body position. Next is clothing. Clothing is different. When somebody use short numbers of shoes, it makes our feet, first it's not comfortable, and for children it can be growth normally. They can have a small feet, even they have a tall body. Daily changes, your activities, day by day, generational changes. Sometimes we say, oh, kids right now is so taller. It's because the food is good. They can have stable economics or something like that. So generational change in different anthropometry. Ethnicity. Euro people, Asian people is different. Pregnancy. It keeps our body dimension different. And the last is disability. Of course, it will have different body dimension. This is for the example. Okay. So when we design for disability person, we have to design relate to the object. Is it a normal person? Is it an older person? Elder people? Short, tall, or something like that. Engineering anthropometry. The application of anthropometric data to equipment, workplace, and job design to enhance the efficiency, safety, and comfort of the operator. So we apply the anthropometric data to the equipment, to the workplace, the job design, so why it is important? Could you give an example of the job design perhaps?
Maybe for example, like in Google, I saw one of the videos like where every workstation has a nearby cafeteria, so each worker has like no hunger or anything like that. Maybe like
No. Just related to the anthropometry.
job design.
Job design. Or workplace. How can we enhance the efficiency, the safety, or the comfort of the operator? Just give an example.
Maybe for equipment, if you know the mousepad has like a safety cushion where on the wrist, so
Yeah.
it prevents like wrist injury or pain like that.
Yeah, of the equipment. Good. For the workplace or the job design? Anyone can give an example? Do you know Frank and Liliana Gilbert? You remember? In our books, it's the parent of industrial engineering. Do you remember? Frank Gilbert and Liliana Gilbert. Those people found many methods in industrial engineering that we study now. Oh, come on. It's the first semester in the industrial engineering introduction. Your first subject, perhaps.
Is it Frank Taylor or?
No, not Frank Taylor. After the Frank Taylor. Frank and Liliana Gilbert. Those people is a couple. You found it? You remember it? Who's the lecturer for your introduction in industrial engineering subject?
Anthony.
No. I thought that he exactly teach you for this. Mhm.
Their goal is to reduce human fatigue in work
Mhm.
and increase productivity.
Yes, with what?
Like with bricklaying.
Bricklaying, yeah. But Frank died before Liliana, and the couples have 11 or 12 children, and still, I mean, like amazing couples that we still study their innovation until now with 12 children. One of their children made a book that said how that the title of the book like how to live with the efficiency and the effectiveness person in the world. Liliana designed the kitchen set in her kitchen. Now, kitchen in our house, it's derived from the Liliana idea. The stove is near the sinks. Is the Liliana idea. Why it is important, or why it is have to explain to you, because this is the efficiency. When the stove up from the oven, perhaps your mother have an oven, and it takes place in above the stove. It's really an idea, because European people or the West people always always prepare the food in the oven and then use the stove. It's easier, it's near, it's not time consuming, it's efficient, and it's effective. They have 12 children. They have super effective and efficient to almost all of their activities. Even attaching the buttons. Liliana said to their kids for not to attach their buttons from above 12. They have to attach their button from up above. Because it can save your time 2 seconds. I think it's incredible. So what is the difference of product developed by a fashion designer and industrial designer?
I think product developed by a fashion designer would more focus to the aesthetics and how it looks, and if it's designed by an industrial designer, it will focus to comfort and functional.
Yeah, sometimes comfort is okay, but they more pay attention in aesthetic, in the beauty of the clothes. They ignoring safety, they ignoring health, just the beauty. Okay. Is there any clothes that we as an industrial designer or ergonomics designer need?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Hmm?
I didn't hear you.
Is there any clothes that designed by us as an ergonomics designer? APD. Yeah. When we use the APD, sometimes we get the reflector prints in our clothes in the back. It's ergonomics designer jobs application of anthropometric data. Yeah. You can see it here. To specify the physical dimension of the workspaces, equipment, furniture, clothing, and so on. So it can be fit the task to the man. And then to ensure the physical mismatch between the dimension of equipment or product and the user are avoided. Okay, just see the picture. Is there anything wrong with this picture?
All the buttons is in.
Yeah, why?
Maybe if the stove is on, it's gonna be like hard to reach. If there's a pot, you have to like do this, and it's not very comfortable.
Yeah, it's not comfortable and it's not safety. You can burn your arms when the stove is on. Okay, and then this is the new design. Even though this new design is still have a problem, we can explain it in the next section of meeting. But I think this is a good design back then. Okay, type of anthropometric data. First is the structural body dimension. Yeah, we measure the body dimension of subject in fixed static position. So the structural body dimension is always in fixed static position. Yeah, so structural fixed static position. Measurements are made from one clearly identifiable anatomical landmark to another or fixed point in space. Yeah, this is the example. Height of the popliteal of the floor. What is popliteal? So what are the application of structural anthropometric data in design? The first question, what is popliteal?
The area behind the
Area behind
knee.
the knee?
Yeah.
The knee, eh? Behind the knee and the thigh, yeah. So when we know the popliteal position or shape or the measurement of the popliteal, we can design chairs. How high chairs from the floor? So this is the example of the car seat. How far the seat from the ground? When we know the measurement of the popliteal in here, so we can adjust the car seat. Sometimes the innovation, it's made the car seats big forward and backward. Some woman is like perhaps almost every woman like to sit in the car with very close to the steering wheel. But many men can make a relaxed position while they drove the car. dynamic position. It's a functional body dimension. So we can measure the body dimension of subjects in dynamic position. Measure the movement of the body part with respect to a fixed reference point. For example, the maximum forward reach of standing subject. Can you imagine? Yeah. Is it important?
Yeah.
Why? Just imagine when you are a worker in a company.
Maybe for the worker, it takes maximum effort if this object that we want to obtain is far away.
Yeah. Is it a problem?
Yes.
What kind of problem that we face with their situation? Okay, what kind of problem when we face when we are in that situation?
Maybe like delay response time, delaying response.
Delaying response time?
Yeah, less efficient.
Less efficient? What else?
And yeah, maybe less comfortable for maybe like short people. For example, like driving the car with maximum reach, it makes the driver not comfortable.
No. Okay, I will show you an example so you can imagine why is it important and why it can be a problem. Need speed, like we have to work in hurry. So when the air gun, I don't know,
Air compressor.
air compressor, it's hanging. It's easier to reach, and then just let it go, then
Go back.
go back. That's one example. Another example is when you are a worker at assembly line. Assembly line have many parts. Sometimes it's small parts, or so many small parts. When you want to arrange or you want to install it together, it have to near you, and not just near, but it have to, the distance have to in the it have to reachable. When it's far, like in here, I have to move my body to here. It's a waste time. It makes my body not healthy for 10 years or 20 years because I have to arrange the part repetitively 8 hours a day, and I do it in 20 years. So I have to move to get this. When this part is in here, it's easier for me to reach and to assemble the product. Okay, so you got the point. So we can measure the maximum forward reach of standing subjects. The body dimension in anthropometry is defined by several dimensions, depend on the author. We can use the body dimension from Homer, from Eason, or from Vigno Subroto, from Nur Cahyo. It's depend on the product, and it's depend on the goals or the aim of the researcher. This is the Cromer body dimension. They divide our body dimension became 336 body dimension. Yeah. The food, not just only the length, but the width, the palm, the head. Okay. This is from Vigno Subroto. Sritomo Vigno Subroto is the lecturer in ATS. This is for the body. They divide so many body dimension, like 26 for the body, 20 for the hand, and 14 for the head. So this is 26 for the body. And then how to get an anthropometric technique? First, you have to get a preparation, measurement tools, recording levels, the sample of the object, and then go to measurement, read the instruction. The person who measures should be understand the standard of the body dimension, the data tabulation until the application to the design. Recheck, calculate per dimension and calculate the standard deviation. Select the required percentile and calculate the various percentile vectors. Select body dimension appropriate with product dimension and add adjustment of allowance if needed. Is there any questions?
what study do we use for the calculation for the parts? From the last slide, they have 4 or 5. Which study we use for this course?
What is it?
Like the body part, they have many, each from different study, right? But for this course, what are we applying it?
You can choose.
Okay.
You can choose. It's depend on your aim and your product. What kind of product you want to design? When you just want to design a mouse for a computer, you don't have another body dimension, right? Like you don't have to know the head body dimension or the body dimension. You just know the measurement of our palm, our arms, perhaps, our wrists, and so on. And you can use the palm body dimension or the arms body dimension from Wignya Subrata or from Cromer. It's up to you. Okay. From this, is there any question? Okay. So I asked to you, what is percentile factors in here? Because for the theta tabulation, for the second theta tabulation, you have to select required percentile factor. Calculate the data with its percentile factors. So what is percentile factors?
Is it like the age for the,
Age? What is the age?
like if it's an elder person, then it has its own like factor, percentile factor, or maybe like younger people?
Almost. Okay, let's talk about percentile application. This is a data tabulation. Yeah. And this is the percentile factors. The data tabulation must be in a normal standard. Are you already get your statistics subject?
Yeah. But we just started. We have just started.
Started? What kind of statistic?
Descriptive.
Descriptive and
Descriptive
inferential.
and inferential. So
Yeah.
I think you know about this graphic. Is there anyone who can explain this graphic? What kind of the distribution in here?
Is it normal?
Normal distribution, why?
It's in the middle. I forgot.
What is normal distribution? It's important. You already get your probability theory subject, right?
Yes.
Okay, just refresh your remember. refresh your memory about the distribution in probability theory. Who's the lecturer?
Arif.
Arif? Oh, I think Arif can give you an example or an explanation in a good way.
Example.
What is normal distribution?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So a normal distribution, also known as a bell curve, it is a continuous probability distribution that is symmetrical and bell-shaped, where most values cluster around the central mean and values are from the center.
Okay. Everybody is always said like you, but we have to curious and make a deep analysis with the definition. Why the normal distribution always in a bell-shaped curve?
Because it's taken from random subjects.
The random subjects? Almost all the distribution is in random subject. Is it discrete or continue?
Continue.
Continue. You know the differences between discrete and continue?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For discrete, it's only count as only integer,
Mm-hmm.
but for continuous, it can count to like float.
Yeah, like a real number.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it like the highest average for each? For example, in here, like
Mm-hmm.
175, around 162 until 188, it counts as how many or the average Americans in there.
Yeah, this is the acceptance region. Yeah. So this is the acceptance region, and this is the critical region. Why we can say that this is the critical? Because this is the region that we have to tolak ya. Kalau tolak itu
Reject.
We have to reject. There's the rejection region in here. So we can say this is a normal distribution because normal distribution have the mean modulus. And what's it? The one mean modulus?
Mean. Average.
Yeah.
Median. The median is almost in here, in the top of the curve. So this is if the mean is in here, yeah. So this is the acceptance region. Yeah, we can say that 95%, yeah, the 95% of all American males is in this peak. Is there any American males that around 160?
Well, rarely.
Yes, but rare. Just 2.5%. And then we calculated the average, the mean, and the deviation standard. Now, percentile is a value that indicates the percentage of a group who have the same value or under. Percentile more than 50 lower percentile and less than 50 upper percentile. This is the kind of the percentile, and this is the vectors, and this is the tabulation. Okay, just calculate it. Open your book, calculate this case. For the 95%, and the 5%, the rest of the 5% is more than 182.
So more than 182.
More than 182 for the rest of 5%. But for the 5th percentage, it means that 5%, so then 5% of the Indonesian meal is in 159, and less than 159. But the rest, the 95%, is in above 159. Okay? Jadi kalau misalkan yang 95 persentil itu bacanya 95% orang Indonesia itu ada di rentang nilai, di rentang tinggi 182 ke bawah. 5%-nya ada di 182 ke atas. Tapi kalau yang di 5 persentil itu orang Indonesia ada di 159 ke bawah. 95 sisanya itu ada di 159 ke atas. Makanya bentuknya jadi distribusi normal. Kalau kita melihat modelnya kan seperti ini. Ya, ini 95%, 95%. So the curve is like a bell shape. Ini 162 ke bawah, ini 188 ke atas. Jadi antara 162 sampai 188, rata-ratanya 175, ini tuh tingginya orang Amerika. Jadi bisa dipahami ya. Oke. Jadi nanti 5 persentil itu kita gunakan untuk beda-beda. Jadi kita mau pakai berapa persentil itu tergantung dari objek penelitiannya. So which percentiles that we want to use, it depend on our object. This is like for design for extremes. Yeah. The short people or the tallest people, or for disability person, you can use the design for extremes. And design for adjustable range is just for the normal people, and design for average is just for the normal people. I mean, adjustable range can be flexible range. How to use the anthropometric data? Define the population, determine the body dimension, determine the what principles will be applied, and when relevant, select the percentage of the population, and locate anthropometric tables, and add appropriate allowance. So, this is the define of the population to use the equipment or facilities. You must decide which group of people your product is aimed at. Anthropometric information is provided in tables that divide up into different age genders and nationalities. Determine the body dimension important in the design. Yeah. It is vital to know which part of the body your product needs to accommodate. The detail height, the buttock of the detail length, the buttock width. When you design a car seat for a baby, it's different, right? Or you design a seat for older people, it's different. Determine what principles will be applied. Select the percentage of the population to be accommodated. 5 percentiles, 50, 95 percentiles. It's defined on your image. 5% of the population are smaller than average person. Yeah, 5% of obviously when we use these percentiles, it's this explanation. 5% are bigger than the average person, and about 90% of the population are considered average. Okay. I don't want to this slide to be your assignment. You can just answer it now. So, like Sally has designed a brochure for her school, and this she wants her design to be ergonomic. So I think ergonomic design is already well known for you. But the B number is suggest 2 things you should think about to make her brochure ergonomic.
The size.
The size, then
The text alignment maybe.
next alignment. What next?
Text.
The text.
Yes.
Okay. You can give an explanation about text.
Okay, maybe for our eye to see clearly, we have to find a font maybe
Yeah.
that is visible and more comfortable, and then for the browser, it is very limited to the space, right?
Yeah.
So the text should not be crammed together.
Yes. Good. Very good. And then what else?
And then maybe the aesthetic.
The aesthetic. Okay. What else?
And then
The color. What colors will make it stand out and easy to read? Some colors sometimes make it clear in the background, right? Yeah, we have to choose the color to make the text easy to read. And then number 2, Billy have upcoming 7th birthday party next month. Suggest what anthropometric data will be needed to make a perfect mask for his friends. If you want to make a mask, so
Maybe for his school size and maybe his
size,
the face,
the face,
yeah, the diametry, and maybe
What
the
else?
face card. Is it fit enough?
Yeah, for the face. Okay, and then what else? What else? Ahmed? Nico?
Maybe just like the face width and length.
Yeah. Make another. The distance between
Face and the mask.
no the eye.
Yes,
Our eye. When we make a wrong position of the eye, we can't see anything.
Down for breathing.
Yeah, for the nose. Yeah, the lips. Yeah. Yeah, the width of the average head.
Using a rubber maybe.
Yeah, for the comfort.
Maybe if she always wear glasses, she
Oh yeah. But I think
Usually
when we want to use a mask,
you take off.
we have to take off our glasses. Okay, this is the story of Lacey and Andrew. That's one size fits all. Lacey is 4 and 10 or 147 centimeters, and Andrew is 208 centimeters.
Yeah, stop, bro.
And they are couples.
Damn.
So
Astaghfirullah.
this is for the extreme people. So when they want to build a house, you have to consider its facilities, like the head of the door. It always in the head of Andrew. When the head of the door is depend on the Lucy, Andrew make it harder to pass through. Okay, not only build the house, not only the design of the house, the car.
Whoa.
Yeah, they have to consider enough who will drive the cars and what kind of type of the cars that they want to buy, what they have to buy. Okay, and the last is love conquers all, even anthropometry, right? Okay, we finish our subject.